Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow YouTubers. Airy Sky here with a short video for you. So I got a lot of spreadsheets done. I'm getting ready to turn on the Lonesome Dove, or I should say the Return of Lonesome Dove tonight. I'm getting ready to pull my hair thing out. I got 2 dilations done, as you know, to keep it open. I had a guy on my other channel that pissed me off, so I basically blocked, I didn't block him, I just removed his damn comment. And I will monitor throughout the night if he has something negative to say. Now, for some of you out there, I'm having a beer, and let's just say a busy day, and my hair is in a scrunchie. Trying to pull the hair bun out so I can relax the night away. Now my hair is tied up a lot, so it's like halfway out. So anyways, I'm trying to get this done so I can get some rest. There we go. It's a white one this time. What is a black one? A little shiny one. Oh well. So anywho, I got the white bun out. Pulled out a lot of white hair it shows. I guess my white hair is showing a little more. Yeah, well, you know how it goes. So just let the little fluffy hair out like this. So I got spreadsheets done. I got emails done. I think I had the email. Oh yeah, I know what it was. I gotta send a quick email out on one thing before I go to bed. And then I will be doing a video update tomorrow when I get a hold of the storage ship people. And I got a contact on Chloe's behalf again, the welfare office. So those are the only 2 phone calls for Phone Call Thursday. I might call up the apartment manager, the new one, talk to her for a minute and ask a couple questions. Otherwise, it's all good. And I'm looking forward to moving because there is no... what do you call it? Fast food where I'm moving, so I'll eat a little healthier. Yeah, and I'll ride a bicycle too at the same time. Actually, I'll get a bicycle, I think. But anyways, this is just a short video. Like I said, Chloe said she's going to make some noise tonight. Hopefully she holds her word to it about organizing and preparing to get things moving. As she knows, I need to get some sleep. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, as she says. I'm getting to be an old hen. So this old hen needs to get some sleep, as she said. So I might as well slurp on my beer, put on a movie, and get some rest. But I want to let you know that some Hilljack's like, oh, well, if you're this and this and this, you keep quiet. Well, excuse me. I'm one of these people that I do keep quiet. It's my first time coming back in a while. And I don't talk about my own medical problems on my other channel. I don't. I talk about other issues, you know. This guy was just a real dick, so I turned around and blocked his sorry ass. Only 1.6% of the population apparently is intersex, and most people that are intersex keep it to themselves. They don't bring it out to the world. Therefore, he has doubts that we, as in you and me, are intersexed. So I basically removed him. It was on my cigar channel, basically. Who knows? The guy sounds like a dude, in my opinion. Chloe's trying to make it a break. Chloe, come on in here for a second if you're done. I want them to hear your impersonation. If I have to wait, I'm turning the live feed off, you know, because my patience is not that good, but you guys got to hear what she's going to say. Here, you want to sit here?
A typical trainee probably attacked Rita and was probably like this.
Female to male, maybe.
A male to female, even. They're probably like that. They're probably like this. Only 1% of the world population is intersex, and those who are intersex, we keep it to ourselves. Well, because we are intersex. I'm intersex, I keep it to myself. That's what they say.
Well, this person did. Basically, they basically said it in my own channel as a jackass, and then I blocked. I didn't block it. I removed the entire comment because I told them, in my own cigar channel, I've never talked about, me being intersex. I used to be. We're part of the transgendered spectrum, right?
Yeah, we are.
So I basically said transgender, but it's like 1.6% of the population's intersex, and they keep it to themselves. Excuse me, but on my own cigar channel, I've never said what has happened to me. I basically just disappeared, for a year, Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
What am I supposed to do? Surface and say, "Hi everyone, everything's great. I got a dong." No, I basically went and said, "Hey, I've had surgery. This has happened. I went to a mental hospital. I'm still around."
Or go on the channel like, "Hey everyone, I'm intersex. Woohoo!" That would get you comment bombed.
Yeah, well, my point is
like some people we know who claim it, and they've been comment bombed. And I was one of the people to drop some comments they didn't want to hear from me. And in return, they call me. In return, the comment I dropped, I got bombed with replies of people calling me a TERF, saying I'm one of those TERFs who doesn't understand the trans community, but I'm not a TERF.
Well, anyways, I just removed the damn Hill Jacks comment, basically. The thing is, if you're going to basically go and talk about it, I brought it up, and they thought trans, maybe. I'm not trans, okay? I'm not trans. I'm not one of these freaking men with brick faces that sit there and claim, I'm intersex. I was born both. No, I wasn't. I was born both, and I don't have a brick face. I'm not the type of person who stands around and lets my fellow intersex girls get slammed because these freaking old crusty fogies want to sex change.
I hate when these crusty old men are like that. These crusty old men, they transition for like a year, and then they get their surgery, and then they go around claiming they're intersex. When they have a brick face, a manlier face than most men could ever achieve, and they still have that male muscle build and that male body structure. And the thing is, they claim that they're born both because now they got their surgery and now they feel pretty. I'm sorry for all you trannies over 50. That doesn't work like that. There's people like me who's been waiting 8 years now to get my fucking surgery. And I'm getting my surgery next year. I'm getting it next year. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I'm getting it this year. That one doctor's giving it to me. Yeah, I'm getting it. And yes, and I've recently found out that I was born both, and I just want to get, thing is, I was mutilated at birth to a gender that doesn't match what's in here, and soon I'm looking forward to fixing that. I'll be happier that way. At least I don't get misgendered or stuff like that when we go out in public. I feel a lot more confident. I felt really confident in the last few years about passing. The reason why I didn't want to go out all the time was because I was depressed for other reasons. I had doubts in myself in other ways. Like, I had no confidence in getting back on my feet. And many times I still don't. I still feel like I'm going to be, struggling for the rest of my life. And it'll start when I lost my job over 2 years ago, and I've faced homelessness. I pretty much faced a lot of ridicule from my mom. Well, I always have. Oh, yeah,
this is Mexican coffee. No, I can make you some if you want some.
No, I'll have some tomorrow.
Well, okay, because I know you said you were going to stay up for a while. Maybe you should be.
Yeah, I can make me some later.
Well, I will make it now and leave the pot on because you got sugar, remember?
Yeah, let's do that. And then, but anyways, yeah, no, when I first transitioned, I had a lot of, didn't really have much confidence back then with passing, and I was always nervous that I was going to get called a dude or a faggot or something like that, because I really didn't have any idea of how well I actually passed to begin with. I didn't realize that I had a feminine face, feminine structure, and that I was pretty much, in many ways, already biologically a girl. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. See, back then, I didn't even know I was born intersex. I had no idea. My mom never told me. It was kept hidden from me. So back then, I thought I was just a guy becoming a girl, and I was willing to take the steps and go on hormones. And the whole time my transition, I've always been on low dosages of hormones. And at many times, I thought that most trans people were taking that dosage. And I found out that they take, most of them take dosages higher than what I take. I mean, love, I spent...
His name is Scott Bott.
I know. But anyways, love, I spent most of my transition having no idea that I was intersex. I didn't have any idea. I mean, the first time I ever heard about intersexuality was back in 2014.
Well,
when a client at a halfway house I was at, they were also an illegal immigrant.
He's behind the computer there.
I know. Deal with him if you want him back there. But anyways.
Why? No, you talk,
Anyways, what happened was this person was lazy. They sat around the house, didn't do their chores. And I got on them about them not doing their chores. And you know what? A bizarre excuse they came up with, this is supposed to be a house full of transgender women. So, and transgender women, are men becoming women. This person, had to have been a transgender woman to be there, claimed that they were having a baby. They were pregnant. I was just like, that is impossible, because a transgender woman does not have a baby. A transgender woman was born male. They may have fathered babies back then, but they don't give birth. Then they actually told me, well, I was born with both parts and I could reproduce both ways. At the time, I was freaked out about it. It kind of freaked me out. I felt weird. It wasn't, back then, it just wasn't normal, didn't seem normal for me because I had no idea what it was. And the only definition I could ever think of at the time was just calling them a hermaphrodite. No, because I was thinking back when I learned back like in the 7th or 8th grade, we learned about it was the science class. We learned about worms and how they had both parts. and they produce both ways, and they were called hermaphrodites. So I started calling this after that. Like, I didn't get along with this person, so I decided to, I didn't, and people told me that they're full of it. They're not really born both, but I decided to insult them for that and call them a worm, and I got in trouble for it. Then I was talking to a friend about that, about how someone claimed it and said they claimed it to be a hermaphrodite. Friend I had at the time didn't like me using that term. He said it was kind of a bigoted term towards intersex people. They told me the correct term is intersex. I was like, okay. I was like, I apologize. It's because I came from a small town. It's because I came from a small town. Sorry, my voice is kind of like, I got a lot of phlegm, a frog in my throat. Anyways, I told him I came from a small town where the only thing under the LGBT umbrella, LGBTQIA, that I ever known back then was gay and lesbian. I didn't even, like, when I grew up, and even in high school, I never even knew the word, I never even heard of the term transgender. And here I am after high school coming out as transgender. And then after, thing is, after I've heard of, like, in 2014, I heard of the term intersex, but, I never had any idea that I was actually, that there was proof that I was born that.
Look at it. Isn't he good? I'm an intersex Shih Tzu. Yeah.
You're a male Shih Tzu. You're cute Shih Tzu. But anyways.
Everyone loves the Shih Tzu.
Anyways, now we're, like, down the road, like, because I was hanging out with all these friends all the time, and some of them are my roommates, and they've actually said they've noticed that I've showed, like, physical signs, symptoms that most intersex people, some intersex people do. Their sexuality goes different ways, but I was showing the signs. Over back then, I never gotten tested because, insurance never paid for it. And I didn't even care back then to get tested. It just wasn't really my thing. My priority back then, when it came to medical stuff, was, I was trying to get somewhere in my transition, which is stay on hormones and undergo laser. And that went well. And I had my gender marker changed when I lived in Arizona, so I've kind of come a good ways. I mean, I'm just,
Oh, this is not good sugar for you.
I was going to pour myself
coffee. I poured your coffee and I put sugar in it. Lots of sugar in it. Pure sugar in it. The sugar bread girl would like that.
Needs more sugar.
Fine, I'll put more in. How much do you want? The whole bag? I put in.
No, just put more sugar. Anyways, yeah. I mean, after people were, after my friends that I had at the time were telling me that I might be intersex, it's just, I thought maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but I don't really care. Because, okay, so before I ended up unemployed and homeless in the first place, at the time when I was working, I was busy. I didn't really want to put time to focusing on that. And when it came to my transition, as long as I was on my hormones and getting that laser hair removal done, that's all that mattered. And as long as I had some free time for myself when I wasn't worrying about transition or work, that would be fine too. Because I wanted some free time so I could hang out with friends and so I could actually go out and do some of the fun things I wanted to do.
You want to try that?
I'm going to try it soon.
Fine. I'll put it over here so you don't spill it. I don't want to freaking spill it on my
Okay, I'll just drink it soon. I'm talking. I'm trying to finish this.
I'm just trying to make sure it's the right sugar. Otherwise, I'll take it back and fill more sugar.
Okay, I get it.
Don't get snippy
I'm
with
not getting snippy with you. I just want to finish what I'm saying. Anyways, back. I'm sorry about that. Back to what I was saying is that, yeah, last time I had a job, I was busy. You know, I was busy working, maintaining my transition, and then in the midst of that, I also had to put in time to shop for groceries once or twice a month and shop for supplies and stuff like that. And then had to worry about, you know, how I'm gonna fit some free time in for myself, maybe a few days where I could actually just have for myself or with my friends at the time. You know, sometimes it'd be a time where I just go out by myself because I just want to be by myself. Times I like to go out with friends, socialize. You know, so I wasn't really, you know, pondering on the fact if I was born both or not. It didn't really matter to me. And then when I ended up losing my job and ended up homeless, that was one of the last things I ever thought about, because my biggest thing on my mind was, am I going to get on my feet again? Am I going to get on my feet again? Am I going to get on my feet again? I hope I don't end up on the streets. And eventually I did end up on the streets. And then when I was on the streets, I was just like, how am I going to survive? I need to figure out how I'm going to be able to eat for a week. And what am I going to eat? What am I going to eat for a week? And every night sleeping like on a sidewalk or so, one thing that just runs through my mind is the fact that anything could happen to me while I'm asleep. And I'm just like, I go to sleep just hoping that I'm still there and alive the next morning. Then I stayed with some family, and yeah, I was trying to get on my feet there, but it didn't work. I stayed with family members. I wasn't with my mom because I don't get along with my mom. But it didn't really help that my mom was next door. And every time I go see my mom, we tend to fight a lot. And that's one thing that was just what, you know, that was pretty much, you know, it's just, during these hard times, I still managed to maintain my hormone replacement therapy really well, despite the fact that I've been through a lot of shit. Been homeless, and luckily, I've never had to been off hormones ever since I started transitioning. And even when I was when I spent, even like recently when I spent a month in a shelter in Seattle, I was without my estrogen injections. But surprisingly, when I got my hormone levels checked, when I went to see a hormone doctor or an endocrinologist in Seattle, they did blood tests, and my estrogen was pretty normal for a normal female rate. I had normal female hormones, and I was like, yes, I'm probably producing this natural estrogen. And once I found out that was true, that I'm born both, that kind of answered that question. Spirono, I'm on a very low dosage. I am currently taking 200 milligrams a day of Spirono. Yeah, I've been told someplace in some like clinics I've been to that I could probably get away with just 100 milligrams a day. I've been on when it came to like estradiol, like the pills, the injections, and all that. I've always been on post-op levels. I've been on the dosages that they've given me, or they've always given me post-op dosages, and it's because they say it's my metabolism, but recently one of them actually did say it's because I was born both, and I produce natural estrogen. My body doesn't produce as much testosterone as a normal guy or a normal trans woman would. So there's not much I had to worry about if I was off hormones, but I was so lucky enough to have stayed on them the whole time, even though I was homeless. Hey, could you get it off my head? Oh, can you get that?
I was just trying to have a little fun, see if we could balance it while talking.
Yeah. The thing is, even when I came out here, you know, I was getting situated and all that. My partner, the one who runs this channel, she actually was seeing the signs too of my intersex conditions. There's some conditions I'm not going to explain because I don't want to explain anything sexual I do. But maybe you want to talk about how you notice any signs of my, being born both. Maybe you might want to talk because my voice is running low.
Maybe I will do it tomorrow because, it's already 30 minutes. She needs a rest.
I'll just say something and then I'm going to end this
video. All right.
video.
So she's talking about sexual things and stuff. Let's just say Chloe's like, there's, let's just say things that she has like PGAD, persistent genital arousal disorder, which is a woman's disease that makes her very, horny and very, aroused, and because of it, it's like she's so aroused. She's like the old joke, but the trunk monkey. Trunk monkey comes out and basically whacks the enemy in the cars for trying to steal the car. Well, Chloe's one of those that goes into the trunk basically to try to relieve herself. So if she had only a trunk to relieve herself in, because of her female problems, she would relieve herself inside the trunk, so no one would see her doing it because it's embarrassing.
Have you ever noticed my cycles? You said.
Yeah, she gets really bitchy, moody, griping.
I mean the physical stuff, not the mental stuff. The physical stuff. And then there's other.
I've seen a lot. Let's just say, and I know it, and I know she's I've heard it myself, the doctor diagnosed her intersex, like me. I mean, look, I'm post-operative intersex, so technically my plumbing's working fine. I showed Chloe the other day, when your plumbing's fine, your panties is going to be completely and thoroughly covered in blood.
I need to get mine reopened, and I'm doing it soon.
I got to lose a few pounds. I think I need to go back to the treadmill.
I was saying that what I meant was I'm looking forward to my surgery to get reconnected and shit.
Yeah.
You think they'll do a good job with that?
Yes. Anyways, everyone, it is late. We want to say thanks for watching. Please add and subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Just keep it nice is all we ask. Hit the like and subscribe button. It's wholesome fun, even for all you tranny sisters out there. What do you think of that one? Intersex sisters, gays, lesbian, guys. It's also wholesome fun for the little Shih Tzus and other dogs like Lhasa Apsos and other dogs of the family. Yeah, it's also wholesome fun for grandma.
Maybe one of these days I'll go around dressing up like one of those flamboyant gay boy trannies. Like, oh my god, I am so tranny. Oh my god, I got makeup on.
Well, there you go. Thanks for watching Buttercups. Stay tuned for another episode tomorrow.